Hi, my name is Molly White. I'm standing in the Orion mock-up, and this is a mock-up of our actual spacecraft that we're building to send humans to an asteroid, the moon, and eventually Mars. I work here at Johnson Space Center. I'm an aerospace engineer, and I work on the Orion spacecraft. Aerospace engineers can work on everything from aircraft to wind turbines or even skyscrapers. So Orion is the spacecraft, and that's the portion that actually holds the astronauts, and that's what keeps them safe from outer space. And it sits on top of a rocket to start off with, and that rocket provides the force to get away from the Earth's gravity. So for instance, there's lots of different forms of energy, whether it's potential from electric or magnetic fields or from gravitational fields, whether it's kinetic energy, which is the energy of motion, or thermal energy, which is the temperature of that object. Those can be all transferred between the different energy modes. Radiation is one form of energy transfer, and radiation becomes important once you're in outer space, because there's radiation from the sun. It's constantly emitting photons, which are little packets of energy, which the atmosphere around us absorbs and deflects, and so it doesn't really affect us as people on the surface of the Earth. But once you're in outer space, that radiation constantly bombards you. And so one thing that we have to really work on, especially for extended space missions, is radiation shielding, or protecting astronauts and people from that radiation in space. And once we're in outer space, the rocket separates from the spacecraft, and then our spacecraft can do whatever mission it's meant to do, whether it's going to go visit an asteroid or the moon and eventually on to Mars. But then eventually you do your mission, get back into Orion to come back to Earth, and then you'd land safely in the Pacific Ocean. I chose this career because growing up I really liked math and science, was really interested in it and good at it. And engineering seemed like a really good option because I liked the math and science and how things work and how they move, and being able to, make new things that have never been made before. Aerospace really attracted me because of the airflow past objects. I like, sticking my arm out the car window and seeing how it moves based on how I tilt it. And I get to do that for my full-time job, which is awesome. As far as NASA is concerned, a good place to go for more information and resources for students or teachers is nasa.gov/education. That's where we have lots and lots of resources for students and teachers. For the future going forward, I think that we're just going to keep building better and better ways to send humans out there. We'll maybe start developing colonies on an asteroid or Mars. And so that's kind of where the future is heading, kind of like a science fiction book or novel or movie. We're going to be there someday.